Hello, I'm here today to discuss atheism, or what I like to refer to as the deity dilemma. I'm going to be discussing topics as where did this seemingly faithless practice originate, who helped start this practice, what their beliefs were, and where atheism is currently today. I was once told that in order for us to fully understand an argument or a concept, we must view all angles of the argument, and therefore we can draw our own conclusion once we fully know everything that is involved. So atheism, where does it originate? Well, atheism is derived from the Greek word atheos, for godless, and it started around 5th century Greece by a man named Diagoras. He's noted as the first atheist. He was actually forced to flee Athens due to his objections to the Greek mysteries. They were going to kill him for his beliefs and what he was practicing. Another atheist noted for the first argument is Critias. He was in Roman times, and he stated that religion is created to scare society into following a moral or ethical code. In addition to that, through the history, even through the Roman Empire and through the Renaissance, there was a lot of persecution of philosophers and atheists who practiced the belief in there being no deities or gods. So what is atheism today? Well, atheism is what we describe as a no higher power than yourself. It's godless. And it's commonly misunderstood for this reason, because most people consider it to be immoral or unethical. They only believe that atheists believe in the disbelief of a god or goddess. Webster's dictionary even defines it as the disbelief or denial in the existence of a god or any other supreme intelligent beings. In the court case Murray v. Curlett, the Supreme Court actually defined atheism in 6 different points. The Supreme Court said that an atheist loves his fellow man instead of God, and believes that we should work for a heaven here and now for all men to enjoy. It also defined atheism as that we must find our inner conviction, and not through prayer, but we must grasp life and grapple with it and understand it here and now. Also, that knowledge is oneself leads to life fulfillment through knowledge in one's own being and through one's man's being. An atheist seeks to know fellow man than God. Atheists believe in deeds over prayers. They believe that a hospital should be built over a church. They believe that poverty should be vanquished. They believe in ending wars. In addition to that, an atheist believes in an ethical way of life and believes that we can't do things through prayer, but we must do things through action. And that in addition to that, we are our brother's keeper. And we are our own keeper, and that is our job here on earth. So some famous atheists in their arguments that helped start atheism. Ludwig Feuerbach is known for his perfect being argument. And that simply is that we take all the things that we know and all the things we love about a parent or an individual, and we bundle them together and we create this anthropomorphic image of God. And we kick that up into heaven, and that's what we say God is. His quote is that God didn't make us in his image, we created God in our image. And so on. Nichinsky is known for his statement saying that God is dead and we killed him. We being institutionalized religion. He says that God is dead because religion contradicts his messages. Here we see things in the Bible such as violence and persecuting those, yet we teach nonviolence, or we see such things as killing in God's name as the Crusades, yet we preach that killing is bad. Furthermore, Albert Camus is known for his description of meaning and purpose in life. He says that our life through religion is meaningless, that all we do is we live, we work, we suffer, and we die. There is no heaven, there is no hell, it is simply that. And that our goal in life is to create a meaning and create a purpose for ourselves. And lastly is the Epicurean dilemma. This states that if God is good, then he is not God. And if God is God, then he is not good. As Christians, you would believe that God is all-loving, all-knowing, and all-powerful. So if God is all 3 of those, and he is good, then he is simply not God because of the problem of evil in the world. And if he has all 3 of those powers, and he is God, and the problem of evil exists in the world, then he simply isn't good. Atheism actually is classified as a religion. It falls into the 7 dimensions of religion. There's the narrative, which is based off of Charles Darwin's theory of evolution and the process of natural selection. Experiential, since atheism is the freedom from religion, they believe that once you remove the illusion of religion, you can truly experience happiness. Socially, atheism is promoted via authors, philosophers, and other atheists alike who publish their own ideologies and their workings in books or attend social conferences where they discuss their views on life. Doctrinal, atheists believe in, the phrase would be called, we want to do what is good. Ethically, since atheism is the freedom from religion, like I said earlier, and we use religion as a way to create a moral code for people, once we remove a religion, ethically, atheism has no basis, but they do believe in such things as survival of the fittest. And like I said, atheism completes only 5 of the 7 dimensions. Due to the removal of a god or materialistic things, they do not cover ritual or material things. Ritual-wise, though, they do still celebrate national holidays. They do things such as birthdays, but everything they do is simply non-religious. They do not participate in religious holidays. Material-wise, they have no materials of worship, while sometimes they do worship nature, because they do believe that all things are created equal. So where is atheism today? There's 3 leading atheists, most notably Sam Harris, Daniel Dennett, and Christopher Hitchens. Of the 3, Sam Harris is one of the biggest. Throughout the world, 13% of the population would classify or identify themselves as a practicing atheist. While most significantly, China leads in a 2012 poll with 47% of the country classifying themselves as an atheist, while in the United States, only 5% classify themselves as an atheist. Throughout history, we've known of 2 atheistic countries. Albania in 1967 officially declared itself as an atheistic state, while Russia practiced atheism or Marxism under Stalin in the USSR. Today, though, both countries are not atheistic states. Lastly, I'd like to leave you with a simple thought, and that is Occam's razor. It states that all things are equal and that the simplest explanation is more than likely the correct one. Atheism is simply the simplest explanation for things. Finding happiness with your fellow man rather than serving something greater than yourself is the correct way about going and doing things. Thank you.